In this video, we will take a look at the Train Status tab. This tab allows you to monitor various metrics during and after training. Monitoring these metrics allows you to identify possible issues with model training before you move on to the subsequent diagnostics tabs. The Train Status tab utilizes Tensorboard, a third-party visualization tool. On the left-hand side, you will see a list of all the models you have trained for this particular project. You can use the checkboxes to select or unselect certain subsets of your models. In the center are plots of various metrics. I will discuss a few of the most important metrics now, and you can check out the documentation link in the show notes for information on the other metrics. One important metric is called train supervised loss. This is the mean square error between the true and predicted heat maps on labeled training data. This metric will contain some noise, but in general you should see it decrease over the course of training. The y-axis shows the supervised loss value, and the x-axis shows the training step number, which is the same as the number of batches processed by the network. I recommend changing the y-axis to a log scale by clicking on the three dots in the upper right corner and clicking Toggle Y-axis Log Scale. Below this metric, you will find another called Train Supervised RMSE. This is the root mean square error between the true and predicted coordinates on labeled training data. Again, the y-axis is the RMSE, and the x-axis is the number of training steps. This metric is on the scale of pixels, so it can be easier to interpret than the train supervised loss above. Ideally, you will see this metric decrease into the single digits over the course of training. Towards the bottom of the list of metrics, you will see val supervised loss. This is the same as train supervised loss, except it is only computed on the held out validation data. Likewise, the val supervised RMSE metric just below is the root mean square error of the predicted coordinates on the validation data. You will see that these metrics are not logged as often as on the training data and are a bit less noisy. By default, the network weights with the smallest val supervised loss will be saved for each model as training progresses. Finally, I will note that you can update these plots in real time if you have a model training in the Train Infer tab by clicking on the refresh button in the upper right corner of the tab. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. See you in the next tutorial.